Welcome back to Grammar Fundamentals for the SAT. This is Chapter 11, Lesson 75. One of the most tested comma rules on the whole exam is the comma in a compound sentence. Today, commas and compound sentences. When a comma belongs before and, but, or. A compound sentence joins two main clauses, each a complete thought, with a coordinating conjunction, that's and, but, or, nor, yet, or for. The rule is, place a comma before the conjunction when it joins two main clauses. Diego packed the cooler, comma, and Maya loaded the kayaks. Both sides are full sentences, so the comma goes right before the word and. That comma before the conjunction is the heart of this lesson. Now the trap. Do not add a comma when the conjunction merely joins two verbs that share one subject, what we call a compound predicate. Maya loaded the kayaks and checked the paddles. There's only one subject, Maya, doing two things, so no comma goes before and. The quick test. Look right after the conjunction. If there's no new subject, just another verb, leave the comma out. So here's your quick check. Look at the word right after the conjunction. If there's a new subject starting a second complete clause, add the comma. If it's just another verb sharing the first subject, no comma. One more nuance. You may omit the comma between two very short main clauses, unless leaving it out would confuse the reader. But on the SAT, when in doubt with two full clauses, put the comma in. Let's practice. Each compound sentence is missing its comma. Choose the conjunction that the comma belongs right before. Pause and try each. Don't walk on your sprained ankle, blank. It will take longer to heal. The word or joins two complete clauses, so the comma goes right before or. So the answer is or. He is working on a whale project, blank. He'll need the museum library. There's a new subject, he, after the conjunction, so the comma goes before and. So the answer is and. I hope you can come visit this summer, blank. We really miss you. Here, for is a coordinating conjunction joining two main clauses. So the comma goes before for. So the answer is for. Three more. Decide whether the sentence needs a comma before its conjunction, or is already correct because the conjunction joins only a compound predicate. Pause and try each. That movie is very sad and usually makes me cry. After and, there's no new subject, just another verb sharing the subject movie, so no comma is needed. So the answer is, it is correct as is. The soldiers raced for the pass, blank, but the enemy had escaped. After but, there's a new subject, the enemy. So this is a compound sentence, and a comma belongs before but. So the answer is, it needs a comma. The climbers reached the peak and celebrated together. One subject, the climbers, does two things, reached and celebrated. That's a compound predicate, so no comma is used. So the answer is, it is correct as is. Let's wrap up. A compound sentence joins two main clauses with a coordinating conjunction, and the comma goes before that conjunction. But if the conjunction only joins two verbs that share one subject, a compound predicate, you use no comma. The test is simple. Look for a new subject after the conjunction. If there is one, add the comma. Great work. In Lesson 76, we'll look at commas in a series and between coordinate adjectives.